In 1494, the French force, led by Charles VIII, that was encamped at Sarzana, had roughly 20,000 cavalry and 15,000 infantrymen. There were also over 40 cannons, each pulled by a team of 4 horses, capable of launching metal rather than stone projectiles at fortress walls. The effectiveness of this artillery had been firmly established at the battles of Mordano, October the 19th, and Fivizzano, October the 26th. French military technology was not the only revolutionary aspect of this conflict, because their tactics were also radically different from anything previously seen on Italian soil. The French column was a cosmopolitan force that, along with a strong Italian component, included 8,000 Swiss soldiers, whose square formation of pikesmen had proved a surprisingly quick-footed counter to cavalry for King Louis XI against Charles the Bold of Burgundy. Furthermore, the French troops actively targeted the civilian population. At Fivizzano they took no prisoners, and put men, women and children, laymen and clergymen alike, to death. Charles VIII, unlike Ferdinand of Aragon some 25 years earlier, was not interested in maintaining the status quo. In fact, he sought to radically change the political landscape of Italy by making good a claim, inherited as part of his Angevin patrimony, to the throne of the Kingdom of Naples. He did not intend to do so at a negotiating table, but rather with men and might. Surrender did not prevent a slaughter. The French ability to field and control such a vast aggressive force on foreign terrain was the result of a long process of consolidation by the French crown that finally bore fruit in the last decades of the Quattrocento. When Charles VIII ascended the French throne in 1491, the monarchy had been strengthened by military, administrative, and dynastic successes over the course of the late 15th century. The 100 Years' War and the civil wars between the Armagnacs and the Burgundians had left the French countryside devastated. Land went untilled, and the peasantry migrated towards towns and other fortified places for protection. Fire, as ever, proved more of a weapon of destruction than swords or lances. However, the 100 Years' War finally ended in 1453 to the advantage of the French, and this success was, in large part, due to a series of military reforms that brought control of the French knights directly under the monarchy.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.